Apple just changed everything. And most people have no idea yet. A leaked image of Apple's first ever folding iPhone just surfaced. And it might actually be called the iPhone Ultra, not the iPhone Fold. That name change alone tells you everything about how serious Apple is with this device. Credible sources are now also suggesting the iPhone 18 Pro could hit a starting price of $1,190, making your upgrade decision more critical than ever. So, before you spend a single dollar, watch this entire video. Because what's coming from Apple in 2026 is unlike anything the company has released in nearly a decade. Let's start with the biggest story in Apple's universe right now. Tim Cook is out. John Turnis is in. And before you brush that off as a corporate reshuffling that has nothing to do with your next phone purchase, hear this. Turnis is an engineer, not a supply chain manager, not a finance guy, an actual builder. Someone who understands the soul of a product from the inside out. Tim Cook was exceptional at what he did. He turned Apple into the most profitable company on earth, but his focus was logistics, margins, and operational efficiency. Turnis brings something different to the table. He brings a product-first mentality. And if the current wave of leaks is even half true, you are about to feel that shift in a very real, very tangible way with every Apple product you touch. Now let's talk about the star of the show. The iPhone Ultra, also being referred to in some circles as the iPhone Fold, is Apple's first foldable smartphone. And yes, Android has been doing folding phones for years. Samsung, Motorola, Google, they've all taken their shots. But this is and Apple's entire playbook has always been to let others experiment, absorb the lessons, and then arrive late, but arrive perfectly. The iPhone Ultra appears to be exactly that. A premium tech statement that doesn't compromise. From what we're hearing, the inner display will be crease-free, something no Android foldable has fully solved. The exterior display will be fully functional with high-quality cameras integrated seamlessly into the design. Touch ID is reportedly returning, built directly into the power button or side frame. And under the hood, you're getting Apple's most powerful silicon to date. This is the biggest iPhone redesign since the iPhone X back in 2017. That is not hyperbole. That is history repeating itself. And if you're someone who evaluates upgrade value seriously, this is the moment you've been waiting for. On pricing, expect the iPhone Ultra to enter the market somewhere in the range of $1,899 to $2,099. That sounds steep, and it is. But consider the investment you're making. You're not just buying a phone, you're buying a two-in-one device. A compact smartphone that unfolds into a full tablet-grade display. When you run that math against buying a flagship iPhone and an iPad separately, the numbers get a lot more interesting. And if Apple's rumored hardware subscription model ever launches, that price point could become far more accessible through flexible monthly bundles. Beyond the Ultra, the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max are also on the horizon. And while they won't deliver the same jaw-dropping visual reinvention as the Ultra, the performance benchmarks we're expecting are genuinely impressive. The most exciting leak here is a variable aperture system coming to the Pro camera setup. A variable aperture means the camera can physically adjust how much light it lets in, giving you dramatically better low-light shots and far more creative control than any software algorithm can replicate. On top of that, credible sources are pointing to 8K video recording finally arriving on iPhone, alongside improvements to telephoto zoom range and focal distance. For content creators, that alone could justify the upgrade. The iPhone 18 Pro is expected to start at $1,019, and the Pro Max around $199. But here's the feature that might actually be the most underrated story of 2026, and it affects every iPhone in the lineup. Apple and Amazon are reportedly in an active partnership to bring satellite connectivity directly to iPhones, not just for emergency SOS like we have today, but for real, high-speed data. We're talking speeds potentially hitting 100 megabits per second or more, anywhere on the planet. No carrier, no dead zones, no relying on AT&T or T-Mobile in areas where their towers simply don't reach. If this makes it into the iPhone 18 lineup across all models, it fundamentally changes what a smartphone can do. That is not a minor spec bump. That is a paradigm shift in mobile connectivity, and it completely reframes the worth the price conversation. Now, let's zoom out and talk about what Turnis is doing to the broader Apple ecosystem. Leaks and internal sources are pointing toward Apple building out a full Ultra product tier across its entire lineup. Think Apple Watch Ultra, which already exists. Now add iPhone Ultra, iPad Ultra, AirPods Ultra with cameras built in, and potentially a MacBook Ultra. Turnis is creating a clear premium tech hierarchy, a top-tier category with top-tier pricing that rewards customers who want the absolute best Apple has to offer. And if you live inside the Apple ecosystem, the upgrade value of moving everything to ultra-class hardware simultaneously could be substantial. At the same time, Turnis isn't abandoning the budget end of the market. The base iPhone 18, the next generation, iPad, the base AirPods, and the MacBook Neo, which has already been a massive commercial hit, are all continuing to get meaningful attention. The vision appears to be a genuine ladder. Every rung is good. Every price point delivers something real. You're not being punished for buying entry level, and you're being genuinely rewarded for stepping up to the premium tier. That is the kind of product philosophy that builds lasting brand loyalty and makes Apple a stronger business than ever. And then there's the wild card, the thing that could genuinely reshape how Americans think about owning Apple products altogether: a hardware subscription model. What's being discussed internally is something closer to a true subscription, where you pay a monthly fee, access a bundle of Apple hardware, and upgrade on a rolling cycle. Think of it like leasing a car, but for your entire tech setup. You could build your own Apple bundle: an iPhone Ultra, Apple Watch Ultra, AirPods, and an iPad, and pay one consolidated monthly price. No massive upfront investment, no selling your old device on eBay, just a seamless upgrade cycle. There are legitimate concerns here. Subscription fatigue is real in 2026. Nobody wants another monthly charge, and the philosophical argument about owning versus renting your technology is completely valid. But if Apple structures this correctly, they could open their ecosystem to tens of millions of Americans who currently won't drop $1,999 up front on a phone. That expands the user base, deepens the ecosystem, grows services revenue, and ultimately creates more competition at the high end, which benefits all consumers. So here's the verdict, the part of the video that actually helps you make the right call and protect your money. If you are currently on an iPhone 15 or older, do not buy anything right now. Wait. The iPhone 18 Pro at $1,099 is shaping up to be one of the most well-rounded performance upgrades Apple has released in years. The camera system alone, variable aperture, 8K video, improved telephoto, justifies the weight if photography and content creation matter to you. If you're a power user, a creative professional, or someone who simply wants to own the most ambitious piece of technology Apple has ever built, keep your money in your pocket until the iPhone Ultra drops. Yes, it's going to cost somewhere between $1,899 and $2,099, but as a premium tech investment, the combination of a crease-free foldable display, pro-grade cameras, satellite connectivity, and Apple's best silicon makes it a genuinely defensible purchase decision. If you're on a budget, the standard iPhone 18 and the base iPad are expected to offer exceptional value at their respective price points, likely landing around $799 and $340. And if the hardware subscription model launches in any form before Apple's fall event, that could completely change the calculus for everyone. It's worth waiting to see what that program looks like before committing to any full-price purchase. Apple in 2026 is a different company, a more product-obsessed company, being led by someone who genuinely wants to build things that matter. The iPhone Ultra, the Amazon satellite partnership, the Ultra product tier, and the potential subscription model are not individual stories. They are chapters in the same narrative. Apple betting everything on hardware excellence again, under new leadership that truly understands what that means. WWDC is right around the corner. The fall event is coming fast. And if even half of what's been leaked turns out to be accurate, September 2026 is going to be one of the most important months in Apple's history. Stay locked in, because the decisions you make about your next tech purchase over the next 6 months could be some of the smartest or most expensive one of your entire year.